Okay, we're going to talk about what kills black mold instantly in this video. I'm Dr. Diane Mueller. I'm a mold and Lyme disease expert on the human body and how mold impacts the body. Now, what is important to remember is anything that we use as a topical type of killer for mold on the wall, mold on the ceiling, on the shower, whatever, has the potential to spread the mold. So if you spray, say, bleach on an active mold spore, the spores go into the air and spread. So if you have active mold, you never want to do killing it without a inspector remediator combo so they can contain it. And so they can use things like negative air pressure and fungicides and things to basically create kind of like a quarantine zone. Because if you don't do this and you spray bleach on it, it will kill instantly the mold that it is touching, but it'll also cause the spores to spray, to spread, to get into the HVAC, to the vents, and to other places and spread around the house, only to regrow later when the environment is humid. So when it comes to actually killing mold, you really want to work with professionals. So I really like the company We Inspect. So you can find them at yesweinspect.com. They do a great job of being very, very, very thorough. I will also put a link to them in the show notes where you can use them, and I will put my code there so you can even get a little discount off of their services if you need them. Now, the other thing to know really is how to keep your home safe. So once it's clean, this is where the magic comes in. Once you have it inspected and remediated and all the superficial mold is gone, then you can use things like propolis, which comes from bees. You can get propolis diffusers, and once a week you can run the diffuser with propolis in it, and it will kind of kill any molds that are in the airs before they have, say, made a home in your home. There's another product called EC3 that does very, very similar. So a lot of people online are talking about these fogging type of techniques, which is basically what products like propolis or EC3 will do. What those types of products do is they will kill superficial level of mold. But if mold's behind the surfaces and the drywalls and the HVACs, etc., doesn't get to those molds. So sometimes people can feel a temporary level of relief, only to have those molds that are more deeper start to make their way more superficial into the house space and cause problems all over again. So you want to get to the root of the problem, but use products like EC3, use products such as propolis diffusing to really help keep your air clean. And once mold is gone, you can do this as a preventative mechanism to prevent mold from setting back in your home environment. So I would get out of the mindset of like killing mold instantly. That's a problematic way to think, because anything that's instant is going to actually create a spreading of those mold spores and making the problem worse. So typically when we see mold, we're like, get it out, and especially if you're reactive to mold, you can, see the mold, and sometimes people can have like almost a nervous system type of response if mold's making you sick, and there can be this urgency, and it is urgent. It is good to take seriously, but you also want to do it right, because what you don't want to do is do it hastily and hurriedly and make the problem worse. So again, check the show notes. I will put We Inspect their information to use them as inspectors, plus a code that is my discount code to some of their services for you. Please do subscribe to this channel if it's been helpful. If you need help with your own health, you can find information about how to work with me in the show notes below. I'll see you in the next one.